Ladies and gentlemen, Scott Tucker.
Thank you, Wilhelm. Wilhelm's Realm. Hey guys, it's Scott from Dallas Vintage Toys, and today we are here to discuss some of my favorite toys, the toy line from the G.I. Joe series, and that's going to be the original G.I. Joes from the 80s, not the 60s. So, everybody who likes G.I. Joe is always focused generally on two characters. It's going to be Storm Shadow and Snake Eyes. And right now, we have both of them in stock. And I personally have these in my collection as well. So let's look at this very first figure. This is going to be the original Snake Eyes. And this is the 11 back. He's graded an 80. The story on this figure, the reason that he's all black is because whenever they were looking at the budget for making the first series of G.I. Joe figures, they were looking and they realized they were going to overspend if they put any paint on Snake Eyes. And so actually to cut costs and save, they kept them all black. So they had no idea this was going to be everybody's favorite character and favorite figure. So that's the story on this one. Next to him is going to be version 2 Snake Eyes, which came out in 1985. And if you follow the G.I. Joe comic book series, I think it was like in 85 is whenever Snake Eyes picked up the wolf Timber. And so this comes with his pet wolf. And this is also available right now, ungraded. The next figure I have is going to be Snake Eyes from 1989. See, even though they discontinued the G.I. Joes only after 2 years, they continued to put Snake Eyes out because he was everybody's favorite. All the kids wanted him, and they still do. Actually, mostly adults now, but we'll say kids for the sake of it. All right, and then the next figure up is going to be Storm Shadow, the mortal enemy of Snake Eyes, and then actually it turns out they're from the same brotherhood, the same ninja clan. So the story on Storm Shadow is, well, he's rare, I can tell you that much. And especially to find one that's not completely yellow, very rare. Also, like I said, available on our website. And then this is the Storm Shadow that came out in 1988. Storm Shadow version 2. And in the comic book series, that's after he actually goes back to the G.I. Joes and is kind of a good guy again. The next figure, one of my personal favorite characters from the G.I. Joe line, Destro. Cobra's weapons, arms dealer, supplier. And Destro makes it all the way through the entire series, and there's been, I can't even tell you how many versions of Destro have been released since this original release from 1983. Next one after that, this is just such a nice, clean version of the Cobra Elite Trooper, also known as the Crimson Guard. This one is graded a CAS 80+, and I just think it's really nice and clean and a really good piece for anybody's collection. After that, this just came in, Cobra Eel. Now, the Cobra Eel was basically a Cobra Frogman, and also another one from 1985 people really like a lot. So moving that over, we will take a look next at Dusty. And G.I. Joe Classifieds just released a new version of Dusty, but this is the original. Again, from 1985, that seemed to be the good year. And this one is actually graded in 85. And then last, also a Ninja, we have G.I. Joe Quick Kick. And Quick Kick actually dies in the comic, if I'm not mistaken. But we got to get all the ninjas together. So if you're a G.I. Joe collector and you're looking to really upgrade your collection, really get some pieces that you've been looking at for a long time, been thinking about, they are here. We've got all the good ones. Snake Eye, Storm Shadow, Destro, Quick Kick. So, DallasVintageToys.com. Check it out, guys. Thanks.